Welcome to Rob and Tony's Cinematic Adventure. I'm Kermit the Frog.
And I am Tony Naquano.
Just kidding, I'm Rob Wilson.
I can't do voices like that. Otherwise, I would have introduced myself as Fozzie Bear.
Anyway, so.
Or maybe Ralph or Sam. I don't know.
Yep. Waka waka waka!
This might be a longer episode than you think.
It might be. It might be. Oh, so Tony, I love the Muppets.
Who doesn't like the Muppets? If you don't like the Muppets, you might be a Nazi.
You might be. You might be. And if you want to hear how we feel about Nazis, just listen to the last episode or go all the way back to our Indiana Jones episodes. But that's enough Nazi talk for now.
Yes. Because the Muppets are just pure delight.
Yes, the Muppets are so delightful. And yeah, so today, let's talk about the Muppet Movie from 1979, Tony.
Let's talk about that. There's so much we can talk about this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can talk about this movie, but there's so much that go into the Muppets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Muppets are, like we can think of these Muppets, but like, Sesame Street, they're puppets, but they're Muppets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Technically.
No, technically. And like Jim Henson, who we can talk about. We have to talk about Jim Henson. You can't talk about the Muppets and not talk about Jim Henson. He's not the director of this movie, but he is essentially the creator of this movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can talk about the director. We'll talk about the director.
Yes.
The director of this movie directed an episode of Smallville. Did you know that?
I was not aware of that. Huh.
Season 1. You can look it up. Anyway. He didn't direct a lot of movies, but he directed this. And again, and one of the major people that's always been was always a collaborator of Jim Henson was Frank Oz.
Yes.
Who is Yoda. Right? He was basically like
X-Ray.
A Muppet. Yes.
The 4th episode of season 1 of Smallville.
Uh-huh.
The one where Clark gets his X-ray vision.
Yes. Naughty Clark.
Naughty Clark.
That's not how you're supposed to use X-ray vision, Superman.
Even if you can't control it yet.
Wow, there's a lot of metaphor in that one, isn't there?
Yep. Oh, don't even get me started on when he got his heat vision.
There's plenty of metaphors in the Muppets.
Yes. So anyway, yes.
Just
nice segue back into the Muppets. It's important to differentiate Muppets from puppets, right?
Yes.
Because Muppets it's the proper term for these creatures, for these characters. Muppets is a proper noun.
Mm-hmm.
If you type Muppets into, a Google search or into IMDb and you don't capitalize that M, it's going to give you that red line under it. Muppets is spelled with a capital M.
It is. And it's really within these particular characters and creations. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. I think
like Jim Henson had his Muppet workshop. Then he also had Jim Henson's Creature Shop. The Creature Shop is where he made all these other puppets for like Dark Crystal and, all that.
Yeah.
All those kinds of things. But the Muppets were special. The Muppets had their own shop.
Yes.
And
even someone like Mr. Rogers, Fred Rogers. Mm-hmm. Another person very much connected with puppets.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he was associated with public broadcasting, right? And Jim Henson actually got his career role even before the public broadcasting. Jim Henson actually he had a show that was broadcast in DC in the 1950s with Kermit the Frog, which is when our first Muppet Kermit, right? Was in the 1950s as a lead into the Tonight Show, right? And that stopped, and he did a few things, and then he was involved with public broadcasting with different puppets and all these other things, and Mr. Rogers, and he, they're all kind of in the same world at the same time. But Daniel Tiger's not a Muppet.
Nope.
King Friday is not a Muppet.
Nope.
He might be a benevolent king,
but he's still not a Muppet.
No.
He doesn't meet the criteria to be a Muppet.
He's not. Kermit the Frog, though, he's a Muppet.
He is 100% a Muppet.
Sam the Eagle is a Muppet.
Mm-hmm. Fozzie Bear is a Muppet. The Swedish Chef.
Piggy, Muppet. Yeah. Swedish Chef, yes. Beaker, he's a Muppet.
Yeah. Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, he's a Muppet. Scooter is a Muppet.
Gonzo, he's a Muppet.
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem are Muppets.
I love that name. But Animal, Animal on drums, he's a Muppet.
Eat drum! Eat drum!
But they're so, it's hard. I don't know how, I'm showing this to my kids, and they're enjoying it. And I think I can't find any kid that would watch any of this.
Yeah.
It's, regardless of the generation now.
This movie came out before we were born.
Yes, right? This is 1979. The
Muppets were around before we were born, and we grew up loving them.
The main group of Muppets we're talking about with this, when Henson really took off with this series, was several years before, right? So you're talking about, their show had been around a few years, and again, this was an established brand, and they made a movie that was hugely popular because they were hugely popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it continued because they made other movies after this. They made the Muppets Take Manhattan. They made the Great Muppet Caper.
They made Muppets from Space.
Yes. Now the ones, the first three, I think of the first three in particular, because we did not have the Muppet Movie. But we had both Muppets Take Manhattan and the Great Muppet Caper. And I remember being 3, 4, 5, 6 years old and watching those movies. And at one point, watching the Muppet Movie because it was on TV or we rented it on video or something like that.
Yep.
And then they had Muppets from Space came out.
Yeah.
And then Muppet Christmas Carol came out, which is a movie. Now that we're doing the Muppet Movie, we need to do a Muppet Christmas Carol.
That is my favorite version of the Christmas Carol.
Yes.
My favorite version of Christmas Carol is Muppet Christmas Carol. I mean, Michael Caine. Come on.
I'm sorry. Our generation, we all love Michael Caine as Alfred. But we first loved Michael Caine
as Ebenezer
Scrooge.
Oh, he was so great in that movie.
Yes.
And the Muppets they're so they're a wonderful group of characters for that story.
Yes, they are.
So, yes, I agree. We need to do that one of these Christmases.
This reason these characters just cut across generational lines, political lines. Everyone loves the Muppets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They feel good.
Yes. And
it's hot cocoa.
Yes.
It's tomato soup and grilled cheese.
Yes.
You're feeling down? The Muppets. Let's do it.
Muppets will always cheer you up. And everybody loves them even today, to the point where they had a new Muppet Show special on Disney Plus not too long ago that debuted. Did you watch that?
No, I missed it.
Well, I mean, you can go back and watch it. It's on Disney Plus, but I watched it and I loved it. It brought me right back to my childhood, watching the Muppet Show, watching these Muppet movies. It was awesome.
It's really amazing how well they're able to this is making sure they're aiming this so it's good for families, right? Like we've talked about. but like it's absurdist, it's surreal.
Yep.
Right? It's satirical.
Yep.
There is so many things happening with all of it, and they pull it off.
Yeah.
Without making it, it's so well done.
Yeah.
And Jim Henson was such a creative mind and genius because, like we talked about, like he had other creatures. He did a great job with these other creatures, like you said, the Dark Crystal, right? And he sadly died too young. And but he's a legend, even though he himself was not a director, right? He was a creator though.
He was.
And he created this group of characters, and it's sort of like, they're able to bring other people in to like know the tone of it and how to sell it.
Yeah.
And it's like we talked about with the Christmas Carol. That was 3 years after he had died, but it's a Muppet classic.
It is.
Because it fits that they're able to fit them within that tone of that story that was applicable to everybody.
Yeah. And in 1979, when they made their first movie, it was a hit because, like you said, the Muppets were an established brand. Everybody loved the Muppets. So when they're going to show up on the big screen, you're going to go watch it.
So it's easy to think about how we can decry like there's no new original stuff, but even back in the late 70s, they were making sure they were doing blockbusters off established brands. Yes. Because the year before this, there was Superman the movie. Everyone knew Superman. So let's make the Muppets. Everybody loves the Muppets.
Yep.
Right. So,
and anyhow, just like you, like I grew up, I didn't watch this movie a whole lot when I was a kid. I watched, the ones that I saw more were Muppets Take Manhattan, Great Muppet Caper. Just like
then Muppet Christmas Carol once that came out. I watched the crap out of that.
But this one, I haven't seen this movie since I was real little, since like single digits. And so it was great to be able to revisit it after all these years.
So I have seen this movie about 3 times in the last 5 years. And it's because I have my own kids. Right? And because before that, again, it had been since I was single digits. And I'm not talking single digits. I'm talking more like 5, 6, 7 years old. I'm not talking
that's what I'm thinking too. Like for me, it was like 5 or 6 years old.
So even though like I watched Muppets Christmas Carol. I didn't see Muppets Christmas Carol in the theater. We can talk about this when we do Muppets Christmas Carol. But that's a movie I would watch all the time. Right? And I would see other Muppet stuff. Like, I remember when Jason Segel did his Muppets movie.
Yeah.
I watched that.
I watched
with
that
Amy
too.
Adams.
Yeah. Well, you watched it with Amy Adams?
I literally watched it with Amy Adams. You and
Amy Adams sat down and you watched that together.
Yes, we did.
Dude, I got to hear that story. We can the rest of this movie discussion can wait. I want to hear that story. No. So yeah, the Muppets starring Jason Segel and Amy Adams.
And Chris Cooper. Maniacal laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, maybe we'll do that one. Maybe we'll do that one today also, but
maybe
that's related. That's also a good movie.
It is. It is a very fun.
It's a very good movie.
So really, any Muppet movie is definitely is worth watching.
Muppets in Space. We forgot to mention Muppets Treasure Island.
Yes, Muppet Treasure Island. There's that one too. I watched that one in ninth grade when we were talking about Treasure Island.
Yeah. There's that popular kind of like game out there online. It's like, okay, well, let's do a Muppet movie, but again, it's like Muppets Christmas Carol. Well, Muppets Christmas Carol has multiple human actors in it, but in terms of main people,
Yeah.
it has one character that is human, right?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Caine, right? Ebenezer Scrooge, right? It's like, oh, what other ones could you do? And a lot of people point to Sense and Sensibility, right? Because they're going back to Elizabethan era.
Yeah.
England, okay, yeah, right. Could you do Predator as a Muppet movie?
Yeah, you could. That would
Which
be
character?
An awesome Muppet movie. Predator would be an awesome Muppet movie.
Who's the one non-Muppet?
The Predator.
Who's Arnold in that movie? Is it Kermit?
No, Kermit's too scrawny to be Arnold.
Yeah. Sam the Eagle?
I was thinking possibly Sam the Eagle. Who's Carl Weathers?
Kindergarten Cop. Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, yes. Movie. Yes.
There you go. And Reese is the human.
Yeah.
They gotta have the bad guy be the human.
Yep. Bad guy's the human.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, so and this movie is basically.
See, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Kermit the Frog as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Shut up!
I like you, Cindy.
I like you, Cindy. I want to call you, hang out with you.
Then he meets Miss Piggy, the school teacher.
Oh, Kermit!
Her son's the little frog.
Her son is Kermit's nephew.
It's the boy. It's like boys have a penis, girls. Gonzo. Anyway, we're getting way off track here.
Yeah, we are. But that's okay because it's the Muppets.
The Muppets get off track.
Mm-hmm.
It's appropriate.
Yeah. But no, this movie it's basically a who's who of 70s comedy.
Oh yeah, there's so
who's
many
who
great
of 70s and
cameos
80s
in this
comedy.
movie.
And then also just some classic Hollywood royalty.
Oh yes. Yes.
I mean, this movie has, well, for one, it has the Big Lebowski.
It does have the Big Lebowski in this movie.
Charles Durning is in this
Charles Durning is in this movie.
We have Milton Berle, Mel Brooks, James Coburn, Dom DeLuise, Elliot
a young
Gould,
Steve Martin.
Bob Hope, he's in this movie.
Madeline Kahn.
Carol Kane. Cloris Leachman, a young Cloris Leachman, before she went and warmed up sausages for her grandson, for her great grandsons. Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, Telly Savalas, Orson Welles. Orson Welles is in this movie.
Orson Welles and Dom DeLuise.
Mm-hmm.
Got Austin Pendleton also. Yeah. This is a who's who.
I had completely forgotten that all of these amazing comedians were in this movie. And especially, I've forgotten that people like Orson Welles. Orson Welles did this movie.
Yes. I forgot about that too. I've seen this recently, and we get to the end of the movie, and Orson Welles is there. Right? Which is appropriate. He should be in this movie.
And it's, and
that's how well respected the Muppets are.
Yeah.
All these people wanted to be they're a cameo appearance in a Muppets movie.
Yes. And that's really all they are. They're none of them are in more than, a scene.
Yeah, the only one that's actually throughout this movie is Charles Durning.
Yeah.
He is the human character that is actually the one that is throughout this movie.
Austin Pendleton also.
Yeah. The two of them.
mean, some have, a couple of lines. Some actually have extended scenes.
Yeah, some scenes are longer than others.
Steve Martin's in a decent chunk of, the scenes that he's in.
But it makes sense. He was kind of one of the younger people of this, right? He was kind of the new thing, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so to give him a little bit more time, I could see that, right? But yeah. Oh, and by the way, since we mentioned him earlier, right? Since Frank Oz, right? We talked about him, right? So Frank Oz is always involved as one of the Muppets, right? But we also know Frank Oz as Yoda, right?
Yes.
And he would go on to do other creatures like this. And he'd become a director in his own right also. But he also has an appearance, he's not playing himself, but he plays a human character in this movie as well.
And he directed the aforementioned Steve Martin and Michael Caine in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
He did.
Which is a great movie we got to do sometime.
There's actually some really good 80s comedies that we probably should do.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. Frank Oz was very multi-talented, right? Because he played other roles.
You're talking about him like he's dead.
Okay, yeah,
he's still around.
He's still around anymore, though.
Yeah, but
he did co-direct Dark Crystal with Jim Henson, right? He talked about Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. He was the director of Muppets Take Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Little Shop of Horrors, which again had a lot of puppet work.
Yep.
And in the movie, we mentioned Steve Martin, Bowfinger.
Yes.
And the one movie we should do one day is what about Bob?
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah, we should. It's been a while since.
And the other movie that he also directed that's kind of randomly in there is The Indian in the Cupboard.
Yeah, that's right. He did direct that, didn't he?
Yes. That's one of those movies from watching as a kid that I kind of forgot about. I haven't really forgotten about. I remember watching as a kid.
I used to want that cupboard.
Because I read the book and I watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw it twice, both at that Dollar Theater.
I saw it once. I never read the book. I saw it once at the theater because there was one summer when they were doing movies from kids movies from the last couple of years, you know, for $1 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I saw that in Jumanji in the same summer.
Hey, Jumanji's Joe Johnson directed. We didn't mention that last week.
Yeah, it is.
So, but the Muppets, delightful. I love going back to this, and I know I've shown. I think Theodore has seen Great Muppet Caper, but he's not seen Muppets Take Manhattan.
Okay,
and he has seen Christmas Carol, but he needs to see the other movies.
Yeah,
because they're just delightful movies.
They are. They're delightful movies, and they are movies that you don't have to worry about, your kids watching them, because there's not going to be anything in them that
they're not purposely subversive to shock you or do these things or even be subtly no. You'll go back to the old Nicktoons and all of a sudden you realize wow, there was a lot of dirty stuff in these.
Rocko's Modern Life.
I remember watching one. I always knew it was kind of a grosser one. I watched this thing about 10 years ago, and they're playing a game called Spank the Monkey.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Muppets. It's one of the few franchises nowadays that is completely safe for kids of all ages to watch.
Yes, it's completely safe. But guess what? It's enjoyable for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's enjoyable for kids and adults.
Barney and Friends, you can call it safe, but not really because anyone over the age of 5 that watches it wants to murder everybody in the room.
Yeah. Yeah. But the Muppets, no. Your kids are watching it, and it's one of those things, if your kids are watching it, you can sit down with them, and you'll enjoy it just as much as they do.
Yes. Because the humor that hits you, again, it's really funny.
Yeah. And it's not
absurd. And it's not dirty.
Yeah.
Which is again, it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
I think it's like a forgotten art.
Yeah.
But I can't put enough praise on the Muppets. And this movie itself, again, it's a 90-minute movie. It breezes along, and like it's got heart to it, and not heart.
Heart.
Yeah, but yeah, it's got a good message to it. You feel good at the end of it, and you're happy, and all is right with the world.
And there are actual stakes. There are stakes in this movie.
Yes, because you don't want anyone losing their frog legs.
Nope. You don't want anybody getting their frog legs deep fried.
No. That would be a very bad thing.
Yes. So, shall we get into it?
I think we can jump into it.
Let's jump into it. So, as always, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about this entire movie, beginning, middle, and end. So if you've not seen it, you don't want to be spoiled, pause the podcast, watch the movie, and come back and listen. If you have seen it, or you just don't mind being spoiled, keep on listening. But we are going to be spoiling this entire movie. All of the great Muppety goodness.
Yes.
Now, we start out.
I like how this starts out.
I do too. On a globe. And camera pans down, and it's actually a statue. At a film studio.
This is a nice change of what we've done recently, right? We've had other movies recently that start out in space, looking at Earth. Here, we're just looking at a globe.
We're looking at a statue of a globe that's in the outstretched arm of this statue. And a car pulls up, and in this car, we have two of my favorite Muppets ever created, Statler and Waldorf. Which, I mean, why wouldn't they be some of our favorite Muppets?
Yeah.
I mean,
two guys giving scathing commentary and laughing about it.
Yeah. But they're asking directions to the movie screening.
Yes, they're at like a security, the gate, and a security guard going into this movie studio. Right, and now this is a fictional movie studio.
Yep. But yeah, so they're told that it's a private screening, and like, oh, a private screening? Is this not good enough to show to the public?
Oh, those silly influencers.
I love Statler and Waldorf.
I just love one of his names is Waldorf also.
Yes.
Yeah, watercress sandwiches, right? But yeah, I love the setup of this first part of it, right? They get let in, and you're seeing these different things happen on this back lot of a studio.
Yeah. Then we see there's they get into the theater, and all these Muppets are filing in. Kermit's there, he's trying to keep everybody in line, and they're all ready to watch the movie. They've all been invited to this private screening. And you see their interactions with each other.
You see a lot of the classic Muppets, right? Because you have your main core Muppets, but then all the other ones that kind of show up just here and there. They're just throughout the studio. A bomb goes off, and it's funny because a bomb goes off on Muppet's chair, right? It's funny stuff, and I like the setup of it because they are about to watch a movie screening of a movie that they made.
Yes.
And this is the movie that we are going to watch ourselves.
Yes. They're going to watch the Muppet Movie.
They're going to watch the Muppet Movie. They're going to watch the Muppet Movie with us.
Yes, the Muppets are going to watch the Muppet Movie with us.
I kind of feel like Statler and Waldorf are just sitting with us right now talking about this.
Yeah, me too. Because it's like you don't get... You don't... They're breaking the fourth wall here.
Yes.
It's like... they're inviting us to this private screening of their movie.
But again, the Muppets know how to seamlessly break that fourth wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not.
When it's done bad, it's okay.
Uh-huh.
But when sometimes it's done subtly.
They're not even doing it the way that Deadpool does it. They're
right. No.
They're not talking directly to us. But it's just the way that everything is done in there. It's inviting us in.
Yes, we get invited in to this small theater in this studio. It's not the real, you want to call it the world premiere of the showing, right? But it is the screening for the cast of this movie.
Yeah, but Kermit goes
and we're invited to watch it with them.
Yeah. Kermit goes and sits next to Robin the Frog, his nephew. And, Robin asked him if this is really how the Muppets got started. And he's like, well, it's a version of that. It's a version of how the Muppets got started.
Sometimes we bend the truth.
And Animal's getting impatient. He wants the movie to start.
Because he's Animal.
Yeah.
Animal, it's hard not for Animal to probably be in the top 3 or 5 of most people's favorite Muppets.
Yeah. Animal's great.
Movie!
Movie!
Right. But they finally all are able to quiet down as the projector rolls and starts to show the movie on this screen. This small theater. And it's a helicopter shot.
Yes, it's a helicopter shot over a swamp.
And Kermit the Frog starts singing.
This movie starts with probably the most famous Muppet song of all time.
Yes.
Kermit is just sitting in the swamp with his banjo, singing Rainbow Connection.
Singing the Rainbow
Connection. And this is one of those things, when this movie started, I stopped doing what I was doing, because, every once in a while you're watching a movie, you'll have your phone out, you're doing other things while you're watching it, right?
You stop.
I stopped everything that I was doing to listen to Kermit sing the Rainbow Connection.
Because it just feels good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that, you know what? Things aren't always that bad.
Yep.
There's a brightness to this world still.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that Kermit, as he's singing this, is he's maybe not as downcast as, say, like in the Wizard of Oz, Judy Garland, and
yeah, I mean, yeah,
where she's singing over the rainbow, and she's kind of sad at that moment, and she's looking towards something, right? Yeah. There's a melancholy aspect to Kermit here.
He's more sort of reflecting his life.
He's reflecting.
He's in this reflection mode, where he's sort of looking at his life and he's looking for purpose.
He is not sad. He's not depressed about this.
No. He just feels like he has a bigger purpose.
There's something more.
Sitting on this rock playing the banjo.
In this swamp. But as luck would have it, there's providence in this singing of Rainbow Connection.
We hear a voice. And once he's done singing the song, once he's done singing Rainbow Connection, we hear Dom DeLuise's voice.
I mean, what great luck. Dom DeLuise is in this same swamp as him.
Tiger the cat is in this movie.
If that is not a signal.
Which, by the way, we should do an American Tale sometime, too.
Yes.
But, so Dom DeLuise.
If that's not a signal that his life's about to turn around, I don't know what is.
I mean, Dom DeLuise has a very specific, distinct voice.
Yes. And he ends up being the catalyst for this movie, for this tale.
Yeah. And he rose up in a rowboat. He's lost.
He's lost.
He's trying to find his way out of the swamp. And he comes up to Kermit and asks him for directions.
And he does not tell them to take he does not tell them to take a left turn at Albuquerque.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Because he's not Bugs Bunny.
No.
He's not cynical like Bugs Bunny. I love Bugs Bunny, but Bugs Bunny is a cynical asshole.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, Kermit is helpful. He wants to be helpful to the guy. So he tells him that, there's he can if he just goes upstream a little bit or downstream a little bit. Is it downstream or upstream?
Downstream, I think.
Downstream. Yeah. Then he'll find his way out. And so Dom DeLuise, he thanks him and he starts to run away. Then he's like, you should come to Hollywood. I'm an agent. My name's Bernie. And he hands him his business card. And then he's like, there's something you need to see. And he pulls out a newspaper and he flips it to a page. And they're like, this movie studio is looking for a frog.
Frog. And I can tell you're a frog with talent.
Yeah, I can tell you're a frog with talent. They're looking for a frog with talent to be rich and famous, and you'll make millions of people happy. And Kermit's like, millions of people happy?
There's a talking. This is flying around, and Kermit tries to get it.
Kermit tries to get it with his tongue, but he can't get his tongue out. He's like,
He's like, that's the first thing to go.
That's the first thing to go. It's always your tongue.
Always the tongue. And it's funny because Kermit the Frog doesn't have a tongue.
Nope. I mean, he does, but it's a piece of felt.
He does, but it's felt.
It's stitched to his mouth. And so Dom DeLuise, Bernie, is like, oh, well, if you become famous, you can buy a new tongue.
And Kermit's interest is piqued.
Mm-hmm. Because his interest is piqued because he tells him that he can make millions of people happy. And that's all he wants. Kermit just wants to make people happy. It's not about millions of dollars.
No. It's about making millions of people happy. He doesn't care about the money. Happy.
Yeah, he just wants to make people happy.
That's his dream, is to make people happy. Here he has this beautiful song that he can bring to millions of people.
Yeah.
But he's singing it to himself and Dom DeLuise in the middle of a swamp.
And he didn't even know he was singing to Dom DeLuise.
That's right. He only knew about the alligator.
Yeah. He only knew about the alligator, which then he tells Dom DeLuise, be careful of the alligators. And then while they're talking, one of the alligators comes swimming over toward Dom DeLuise's boat.
Kermit tries to talk down there. He's like, he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. It's okay. Let him go. Don't worry about it. He's talking to the alligator. He's like, no, he's a friend.
But now, but thankfully, Dom DeLuise escapes from the alligator.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
At least from this alligator.
Yep. We don't know what happens after this because we don't see him again.
All we know is that he inspires Kermit.
Yes, he inspires Kermit.
Pack his bags.
We got Kermit is riding his bike. He's got a bicycle. Yes. He's riding it down the street.
His Schwinn.
His Schwinn.
We know it's a Schwinn because he will refer to it as a Schwinn soon.
He's riding his bike and he sees there's a new restaurant going up. Doc Hopper's French fried frog legs. And
he's happily riding his bike and kind of sees this going up. And he doesn't see that they're like paving the road in front of it.
Yeah, they're laying asphalt on the road in front of him. And, you got one guy, he's yelling out to him. I think this is Max. He's yelling out to him and he's like, get off the asphalt, get off the asphalt. And he's just, minding his own business. He's riding his bike. Meanwhile, there's a steamroller driving up behind him.
Yeah.
And the asphalt truck is in front of him. And he realizes too late that he's about to get sandwiched between the steamroller and the asphalt truck. And so the steamroller comes up and we see his bike gets crushed into the asphalt. But he's not on it. And then we look up and
we see it's flat.
Yeah. And he is up on top of this asphalt truck. He's like, ooh, Good thing I'm a frog, or else I'd be gone with the schwinn.
But this, the guy that's there, right? He recognizes me. It burns into him about this frog that leaped up to escape being sandwiched.
To escape being crushed by a steamroller.
Yes. So, Max, as you said.
And so Kermit goes on. He goes to the local watering hole.
Yes.
El Sleezo's.
El Sleezo. And this place, again, lives up to its name, El Sleezo.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, again, this is a wretched hive
of scum and villainy.
Scum and villainy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he's going to get a fuzzy friend in this.
Yes, he is.
Hive.
Yes, he is. So he goes in there. Well, first he approaches the door.
Yes, and someone gets tossed out.
Yes, James Coburn gets tossed out.
Yes.
And
I love it's James Coburn.
It's James Coburn.
I saw that. I was like, maybe I want to watch like Maverick again.
Yes. Yes.
The younger James Coburn, because it's 1979. Yep. But still, it's James Coburn.
Yeah. So James Coburn gets thrown out of the bar, and he's like, "This is a wretched hive of scum and villainy." And Kermit's like, "Well, maybe you should tell the owner." And he's like, "I am the owner."
Like, oh, okay. So, and Kermit, he slowly walks up to the door, and he finally goes in.
Yep.
He gets the courage to cross that threshold to go in. And again, it's a wretched hive when he walks in there.
Yep.
But he walks into the bar, right? And there's a patron there, right?
Well, there's a piano player.
Madeline Kahn.
Yeah.
And she's starting to hit on Kermit.
Yep. And he doesn't know what to do.
There's no one to do. Especially when her boyfriend, Telly Savalas.
Yes, her boyfriend, Telly Savalas, shows up.
And Kermit is just trying to like say, oh, miss. And then as he's saying miss, Carol Kane shows up.
No, he's saying myth. It's just because they said something about him, and then that's just a myth.
It's like, are you gonna kiss my girlfriend?
Oh yes.
It's like, don't kiss my girlfriend. She's gonna get warts. It's like, oh, actually, that's a myth.
Yeah, he's like,
and then
that's a myth.
That's when Carol Kane shows up.
Yeah,
she hears myth, and she hears miss.
Well, her name is Myth.
Yes, her name is Myth.
According to the cast list, her name is Myth.
Yes.
So every time he says that's a myth, and she pops up, yes, yes. It's like, no, it's a myth.
I love Carol Kane.
Yep.
This is our third movie with Carol Kane.
Yes, it is.
Anyway,
so Kermit avoids getting beat up by Telly Savalas.
Right.
And he goes over, and there's a piano player
there. And he realizes it's time, right? And he starts playing this song to play for this next act that's coming on stage. There's a
sign on the piano that says, "Don't shoot the piano player."
That's right. This town's getting too rough for me. Grant, that was the bartender, not the piano player.
Yep.
And Three Amigos, but still.
But so it's supposed to be the dancing girls that get on stage, but they're not there tonight.
They're not there.
So their replacement. They have a comedian. They have a stand-up comedian named Fozzie Bear.
Brand new comedian named Fozzie Bear.
He comes walking out. Oh,
and Paul Williams plays the pianist.
Yes.
So if you're not as familiar with Paul Williams, he was a musician. Like, you probably know some of the stuff from Three Dog Night. right? He wrote a lot of songs. But he was also in Smokey and the Bandit.
Yes, he was.
And he also voiced the Penguin in different animated iterations of the Penguin. So anyway, so Fozzie Bear gets on stage, and you can tell he is new to this comedy gig.
Yeah. He's got the giant glasses on over the Groucho Marx glasses.
Yes.
And, he's got some of his props and stuff that he brings out for his comedy.
And he already doesn't have the presence, so he can't quite get into his gig. So everyone's already getting restless about this.
And he goes out there and he starts
the booze come quickly.
Telling one joke, and he's like, there was this one sailor who was so fat. And this fat sailor stands up, grabs a wine bottle. He's like, how fat was he? And he breaks the whole bottle over the the table. And Fozzie's like, he was so fat that everybody loved him and he had no problems with anybody.
Waka waka.
Waka waka waka.
Anyway, needless to say, his performance falls flat in typical fashion.
And Kermit sees this. But
Kermit recognizes talent.
Yes, he recognizes talent. And so he tells the pianist to play something upbeat. So he starts playing the piano. Kermit jumps on stage. He goes up to Fozzie. He's like, just do what I'm doing. And they start dancing. They start dancing on stage.
And he's trying to make everybody happy. That's what he's trying to do. But they're too upset. So they really take in the genius of these two.
So they're dancing, and Kermit makes a comment about, well, we're not as good looking as the dancing girls. Fozzie's like, well, you haven't seen the dancing girls. Anyway, while they're dancing, then you see Max outside the window, and now he has the Big Lebowski with him.
Yep. And he's pointing to Kermit.
And
Lebowski's eyes grow big.
Well, no, he pulls out some opera glasses.
That's right. He pulls out some opera glasses.
Right. And he's looking, and he's zooming in on Kermit's legs.
Yes.
Because this is Doc Hopper. He's the owner of Doc Hopper's French fried frog.
He wants to take over McDonald's, essentially, by just having a fast food empire where the primary thing that's served is fried frog legs. I've had frog legs. I don't think it's the type of thing that would make a fast food empire.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have a better chance at going up against something like Long John Silver's than McDonald's. But
yeah, it's always weird to see those Long John Silver's combined with Taco Bell. Like,
yet they still don't have fish tacos.
Like, come on, it's sitting right there for you.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing here?
If you're gonna share a building, at least make some fish tacos.
No one's expecting to be like the best fish tacos.
No one's expecting Taco Bell to be the best tacos.
Right.
But we still eat it.
But seriously, 2:00 in the morning, and all of a sudden, like, I think I want a chalupa, and all of a sudden I see, fish tacos.
I'm gonna get some of those.
Get a good crema on that, and I'll do that. I'll go some fried fish at 2 a.m. Why not? Anyhow,
the house that I grew up in, down the street, there was a KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut that shared a building. We called it Kentucky Hut. And Yeah, so you could go there. You could get something from each of the places. I mean, they never combine their stuff, but you could go get something from each of them and then make your own thing, right?
Yes.
And if they would just add like a Long John Silver's and a McDonald's or a Burger King or Wendy's or something like that, then they could be the Voltron of fast food.
I'm imagining a personal pan pizza that you fold up like a New York style slice, filled in with some Taco Bell and KFC in there.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so back to Club Sleaze.
El Sleazo.
El Sleazo, that's right. El Sleazo. They get booted off the stage. Right? And Kermit ends up behind. No, Kermit or Fozzie, it's behind the bar. That calls out, "Drinks are on the house."
Yes. Yeah, they run behind the bar and I don't remember which it was. The drinks are on the house, so everybody runs out.
They run out. And they go to the
drops
roof.
What they're doing. They run out. I love this. They're on the roof of the building. Like, there are no drinks up here. He said drinks are on the house.
Bartender's lying. But this gives them time to leave, to escape.
They escape, and while they're escaping, Kermit has told Fozzie about his plans to go to Hollywood.
And Fozzie wants to go.
And Fozzie,
he believes in Kermit's
has a dream too. Fozzie has a dream that's similar to Kermit's.
But you gotta remember, Kermit lost a mode of transportation.
Yep.
His Schwinn got flattened. Luckily for him, Fozzie has a mode of transportation from his uncle. Yes, he was hibernating.
He has his uncle's Studebaker. His uncle is currently hibernating.
Why is Fozzie not hibernating? Like, is he not a hibernating bear?
Because he's telling jokes.
He's telling jokes, so he can borrow his uncle's Studebaker.
Yeah. Yeah. So
they start driving away.
And they stop and they get out and they're met by Doc Hopper and Max.
He has a proposal.
Doc Hopper has a proposal for them. He loves Kermit's enthusiasm and dancing abilities, and he needs him.
I see you have talent. You got talent, Frog.
He needs Kermit to do the commercials for his Frog Legs place. For Doc Hopper's French fried frog legs.
And all Kermit can think about is all the frogs that will be on crutches.
Yep. All the frogs that'll be on crutches. And he won't do it. He doesn't want to be a part of something that is going to get his fellow frogs hurt.
Yes. He's not that type of frog.
Yeah. And so Doc Hopper pulls out 5 crisp $100 bills. It's like, here you go. Call this a signing bonus, and you'll get $500 a month for doing these commercials. He puts it down on the windowsill next to Kermit. And Kermit tells Fozzie it's time to go. And so they get back in the Studebaker and they drive off. And then Doc Hopper vows that he will get Kermit for his commercials.
Is he kind of like, Quentin Tarantino and feet? He's just attracted to certain types of feet. And he is just attracted to this type of frog leg.
Yeah.
This is the perfect frog leg that is attractive.
Now, he never says that he wants to deep fry Kermit's legs.
No, he doesn't.
He wants Kermit to sell his frog legs.
Yes, he wants Kermit's frog legs to be kind of the feature point.
Yeah.
Kind of like how there was a point when they used Scarlett Johansson's boobs to sell movies.
Yeah. Which still happens.
Yes.
But yeah. Same thing. He's just trying to use his frog legs to sell his French fried frog legs.
I was not expecting to bring that up with an Muppets movie.
I wasn't expecting that either, but it works.
Hey, Chuck Norris's ass could sell a pair of Levi's, right? You know.
Yep. Or Chuck Norris action pants.
Yes. Anyhow, but no, he's like, no, my legs are not for sale. They're not using my legs to sell your business, which will decapitate the legs of other frogs. Not decapitate.
Yes, it will cut the heads off of the legs of other frogs. Which technically, yeah, it's removing them from the rest of the body, so they no longer have a leg attached or a head attached to them. So,
anyhow, amputate the legs.
Yep.
Of other frogs.
Yep.
I mean, they already have problems with their tongues and catching flies, and now they can't leap. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
They're alligator proof at that point.
Yeah. So they get back in the Studebaker and they're driving away. And they're going to head west to Hollywood.
Yes, because, Los Angeles is on the West Coast and they're somewhere out east. West is the way to go.
Yep. So while they're driving, then they sing themselves a little road trip song.
There's such lovely ditties in this movie.
Yes, there are. And they're driving all over the place.
And I like this. The road trip song. We have not really. I mean, we did Dumb and Dumber, which is a road trip movie.
Yep.
We've not done a lot of road trip movies.
No, we haven't. But this is a road trip movie. This is 100% a road trip movie. And yeah, so they're driving and they end up going the wrong direction. They go up to Canada. They go everywhere but Hollywood.
Yes.
At one point, Fozzie comments that he's never seen the sun rise in the west.
Excuse me, Fozzie. You look at the east.
But eventually, they pull up. See, who was it they meet first?
They pull up to a church first.
Yes, that's right. They pull up to a church first, and they're aware that Doc Hopper is chasing them.
They're looking at a map.
Yeah. Right?
And they're trying to figure out, again, they've been kind of turned around, and they want to avoid Doc Hopper. And, they also know where they want to go. They're looking at this map. And so, first is just Kermit looking at the map, and then Fonzie starts looking at the map.
Fonzie starts looking at the road. Hey. So Fozzie looks over. He's got one hand on the wheel, but he's leaning over, looking at the map with Kermit. And
Kermit's like, "Hey, who's driving? Staring at the road." Fozzie looks out,
and
realizes that he's driving towards this church.
He slams on the brakes, and they
slams the brake, turns the wheel,
miss the church.
Yeah, they don't crash into anything, And so the car is still in working order.
Boarded up church, so it's not an operational church at the moment. Some of the windows are boarded up, and they get out of the car and they hear music inside.
And so they decide, there's people there. We should talk to these people.
So they go in, and there's a band in this church.
And they realize right away this is not a Presbyterian church.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, Fozzie points that out right away. He's like, I guess they're not Presbyterians. And so they go up and they're greeted by this band. They're warmly greeted by this band.
Yes.
And the band introduces themselves. We got Dr. Teeth on the piano. And we got Floyd Pepper on bass. Floyd is the one who's introducing everybody to them.
Yes.
And we've got Janice on lead guitar. And we've got Zoot, who he plays a few different instruments.
Yeah. He's
mostly wind, the
winds.
Winds, like saxophone and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally they have Animal on the drums.
On the drums.
And Animal loves to beat the drums. And then they say Animal likes to beat the drums, and then Animal's like, eat drum, and he starts eating the cymbals.
He starts eating a cymbal.
Starts chewing on the cymbal.
No, beat drums.
It's like, no, Animal, beat drums.
It's like, beat drums.
But then they said that their band is called the Electric Mayhem.
The Electric Mayhem. And it's a very apt name.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Because they're kind of, they got some mayhem about them, right?
And I mean, they're all like different styles of music. Like each member in there is like a different style of music. Janice is like a Janis Joplin type.
Yeah.
Floyd Pepper is like one of the Beatles.
It's like this collection of like 70s and late 60s musicians, but it's not all just one together.
Zoot's more of a jazzy kind of person.
It's a nice amalgam of them. And so it doesn't and what's cool about that is like, you can look back at it and see how it's referencing some of those different styles, but they themselves as a whole is a unique thing that's not dated at all.
Yeah. So, they explain what's going on, that, they're being chased by Doc Hopper.
And I love this little touch. It's like, oh yeah, what was in the screenplay?
Yeah. So, they pull out the screenplay and they're reading it for the movie.
And Kermit's like, oh, we won't get too far ahead and spoil it for them.
Yeah. So, but
they need to read it.
I think Kermit and Fozzie are exhausted.
Yeah. So while the Electric Mayhem start reading it, they're exhausted and they fall asleep.
Yeah. They take a nap. While they're sleeping, the Electric Mayhem decide that they're going to help them.
Because they get to the point of where they are in the screenplay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They don't go further. They don't go past where it is because they don't want to spoil us.
Exactly.
About what's going to happen.
Exactly. So
they stop reading it and they see that the two of them are sleeping and they have empathy for their situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're going to help them. So, Doc Hopper can't find them if he doesn't recognize their car, so we can disguise their car. So then they have a song that they're singing while they're painting the car and, doing all this. Because their plans for this church is to turn the church into a coffee shop with great music.
Great music with some organic food and good beats.
And so,
that's Janice's idea.
Yeah.
Janice would be the one about organic food, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're singing a song while they paint the car. They paint the Studebaker. And then they go in and they wake up Kermit and Fozzie.
Like, look what we did.
And they're like, oh, thank you. You'll never find us now.
They'll never find us.
And
now.
There's like this galaxy type paint job on this like swirly hippie type galaxy paint job on this car.
It looks like a hippie-ish Studebaker.
Yeah.
Which, if Fozzie and Kermit kind of look like normal dudes, whatever. But one's a bear and one's a frog.
Yeah. Yeah. So, they thank the Electric Mayhem and they get on their way. Well, they ask them if they want to come along first to Hollywood.
We didn't mention Scooter, by the way. Scooter's not in the band, right. But Scooter is the manager.
Scooter is their manager. That's right. Scooter is in this part too. Yeah, he's their manager. And they offer to take them with them to Hollywood, but the Electric Mayhem have other plans.
They're happy with where they are.
Happy where they are. This is when they talk about how they're going to transform this church into a coffee shop.
And so they say the nice goodbyes. They thank each other for their company because they all enjoy each other.
Yeah.
They're bringing joy to each other.
Yes.
And so they thank each other for the joy.
Yep. So.
And then Fozzie and Kermit get on their way.
Fozzie's driving. And
it's not long after they leave.
It's not long after they leave that we see Doc Hopper and Max. And Doc Hopper is like, okay, we're looking for a brown Studebaker with a bear and a frog. And Max is like, well, there's a bear and a frog and it's not a brown Studebaker.
Rainbow.
It's in a rainbow Studebaker.
And and I like how they play that Doc is not dumb enough to just not believe it's them. He knows it's them.
Yeah, he knows it's them. So, they start chasing him. And Kermit and Fozzie realize that they're being chased again. So they're driving up and they stop right in front of a billboard that has a very similar color scheme to their car. And Doc Hopper and Max just drive right by because they blend in with the billboard. And
so they've successfully eluded them.
One thing that we missed at the beginning of the road trip.
I think I know where you're going with that. Go ahead.
The beginning of the road trip. I can't believe we missed this part.
I was about to bring this up.
Because this is like the most memorable part of this movie for me.
Yes, this has to be it.
Every all the years that it's been since I've seen this movie, this is the one part that always stuck with me.
Me too.
They start their road trip, and Kermit's looking at the map, and he tells Fozzie, "All right, come on up here and take a left at the fork in the road."
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that too. It happens too. That's right.
They pull up to the fork in the road, and there's an actual big fork. There's a literal fork that is stuck in the road.
And even Kermit is surprised. Like, oh, yeah, there's really a fork in the road.
Turn left at the fork in the road.
I was going to bring up, they actually meet Big Bird also.
Yes, there's that too. There's that too.
Because it's just the two of them, and like they want to see Big Bird. Big Bird is just walking down.
Yes,
Carol Spinney
is walking down. Yeah, he's just walking down the road, and they pull up next to him, and they tell him they're going to Hollywood, and they ask him if he wants to come with.
It's like, no, thanks. I'm going to go to New York and try to get into public broadcasting.
And then they're going to like, oh, good luck with that.
There's so many, like, again, the fork in the road and that, they should not be that fun. I think they should not be that funny. They are very funny. Like, and it's so simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I think the funny thing with the fork in the road part, it's like, it works so well if you're like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And then even now, it's like it shows up. It's like, it's funny.
It's just ridiculous. There's an actual fork stuck in the road.
And it wouldn't work as well if it was a human saying it, but it's Kermit the Frog saying it. And then there's this plastic fork in the road or aluminum fork in the road, whatever it is. It's the prop.
And it's a giant fork too. Like, it's not just your standard little eating utensil, fork the size that you would use. It's a giant fork that the tines are stuck in the road, and the fork, the handle of the forks is sticking straight up.
It's just there to be the fork in the road. It's existing just to be the fork in the road.
Yep.
And so.
But anyway,
we go back. They've eluded.
Yeah, they've eluded Doc Hopper and Max. And so they're driving on the road, and we get a glimpse of there's a truck coming down, a plumber's truck. The Great Gonzo's Plumbing.
Yes. And Gonzo's not paying attention. He's on the other side of the road. He is on their side of the road, and they're heading right at each other.
So he's driving, and Camilla, his girlfriend, who's a chicken.
If you're not aware.
Camilla the chicken comes up from the back of the truck, and sits in the passenger seat, and he's talking to Camilla, and he's not paying attention to where he's going, to how he's driving, and he ends up getting over to the wrong side of the road.
Have you seen this girlfriend, Camilla the chicken?
I mean,
she's got a lovely pair of breasts.
She does. She got some good thighs too.
Okay.
So anyway, so Kermit notices that there's a car. He asks Fozzie if he sees that truck, and Fozzie's like, "What truck?" And he's like, "The one coming right at us."
All of a sudden, Fonzie turns into John Candy wearing a devil suit, like he
keeps saying Fonzie. You keep saying Fonzie.
Fozzie. Hey. Fozzie turns into John Candy, like in playing Shades and automobiles.
Yep.
And he just starts laughing at Kermit.
Then he turns into the devil, and then
No, it doesn't happen. No, Fozzie does not turn into John Candy.
He does not. But they're about to hit this truck, and then it's gone.
It's gone. Where did it go?
Where'd it go? It's like, oh, I guess we missed it. And then Gonzo comes down from the roof of the car on the outside of the windshield.
He just peers into the
He's like,
the windshield.
You didn't miss it.
And it's upside down on top of the
it shows an exterior of the Studebaker, and Gonzo's truck is upside down sitting on the roof of the Studebaker. And so, they get Gonzo and Camilla in the backseat of the Studebaker. And they're still driving with Gonzo's truck on top, upside down on top of the car.
Nothing has changed at all.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of obvious. They realize they got to do something about this.
Yeah. So they drive up. They're driving through town. And Kermit sees Madman Mooney's used cars.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, let's go over there. We can trade in the cars. That way we can get something that Doc Hopper's not going to recognize. And so Gonzo he's kind of upset that Kermit wants to trade in his truck. His plumber's truck.
And Fozzie is like, what's my uncle's not going to be happy.
My uncle's not going to be happy if I trade in his Studebaker. When he wakes up.
I love how he qualifies that when he wakes up. Because again, he's hibernating.
Mm-hmm.
How long he's hibernating for, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Is it one winter? Has he been hibernating multiple winters?
Yeah. Did he die 10 years ago and they just think he's still sleeping? We don't know.
How often does it happen among the bears?
We don't know.
Anyway, so Milton Berle comes out.
Yeah, Milton Berle comes out.
And he
looks, young Milton Berle.
Yes. And he looks at Kermit and he sees that he has a bag. And he's like, I think you have $40,000 in that bag.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is a female chicken. There's a hen in there with you. And we all know that all women have $40,000 in their purses.
That's right.
So
it's a well-known fact.
She might have slipped that purse into Kermit's bag. Or that cash into Kermit's bag.
But the first thing he tries to sell them is this absolute lemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a VW Beetle for $2,000. Less the $12 trade-in from your cars.
But when he slaps it, like the
fender comes off.
Part of the fender comes off. I was like, okay, guess I can't sell him that. And so he calls Jack.
Yep. He calls Jack. And comes out and Kermit says, "Hi, Jack." And Milton Berle's like, "That's not his name. That's what he does."
He's a Jack.
Yeah, he's a Jack. He picks up the front end of the Beetle and he wheels it back.
And so, like, well, what else can I show you? And then they see this car is $11. $1,195.
No, it's $1,000. It's $1,195.
They think it's $11.
But Jack is over there and he's wiping down the windshield, and then there's a fly flying around. He smacks it right on the sign, and this is while Milton Berle is Madman Mooney, played by Milton Berle. He is giving his little spiel about, I sell all these cars go for the price on the sticker, no more, no less.
That's right.
Price of the sticker. And right then, Jack he smashes a fly, and it just happens to be right between
the 1 and the
9. Between the 1 and the 9 and the 1,195.
Yeah.
So it looks like it costs $11.95. And so Kermit's like, we'll take that one for $11.95.
And then Gonzo's like, annual was $5.
Yeah. Gonzo, Then so he's like, take that one for $11.95. Less the $12 trade-in value. And then Gonzo chimes in. He's like, yeah, so you owe us 5 cents. You owe us a nickel.
Milton Berle is just like, okay.
And it's an old wagon.
Yep. But as they're leaving, they tell Jack, like, we're going to Hollywood.
Yeah, right? You want to come with us? And he runs off.
And they think that means that he doesn't want to go.
They think that means he doesn't want to go. So they pull out of the
But he is happy to leave this prison.
Yes. They start pulling out of the lot. And as they pull onto the road, he comes running out. He's carrying a suitcase. He's like, I'm coming. I'm all packed.
Meanwhile, Maya Angelou is watching all of this. He's like, I know why the cage bird sings.
Yeah, she is. She does know. She does know. Unfortunately, the rest of us will never know why the cage bird sings. But anyway, so he's running, chasing them down the road, but they're not stopping.
They're not stopping, and he can't quite get up to them, unfortunately.
If they knew that he was coming, that he was running after him, they would stop. They would stop, but they didn't know that he was back there. They thought that he wanted to stay.
Yes. It was just miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was.
Though I was kind of disappointed in the next scene when they pull up in the car and he's not in it.
Yeah.
I kind of hoped that they would have, seen him running behind and
recognize that he
was wanting to come with.
Yes, I get it. I get it.
But anyway, next up.
And by the way, we're calling him Jack because his name's actually Sweetums.
Yes, his name is Sweetums. He's the big hairy.
If you're familiar with Muppets.
Yeah.
So they end up at this county fair, right? And they end up at the stage for this beauty pageant.
Mm-hmm.
Elliot Gould.
Elliot Gould is the host of the beauty pageant.
And they're about to announce the winner of the county beauty pageant for the year.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts talking, and he's just kind of talking about it. And then he says, like, oh, and our judge this year was Eddie Bergen and Charlie. And if you're not familiar with Eddie Bergen, he was a famous ventriloquist.
Yep.
And Charlie was one of his dummies.
Yes, Charlie McCarthy.
Right? So the two of them are the judges, and they are honored to be judging this county beauty pageant. And so they go through, Elliot Gould goes to the third place and second place.
And the winner.
Right? And now they have to announce the first place winner.
Mm-hmm. The winner of the beauty pageant is none other than Miss Piggy.
This is something funny about having these
human
beauty pageant contestants are humans.
These human beauty pageant contestants, and then a Muppet pig.
And they start putting on like her tiara, her first place sash.
And when she walks out,
they're wearing sashes that say second place and third place.
Yes. Yes. And when she walks out on stage, Kermit sees her, and right away he's smitten.
It's lightning bolt time.
Mm-hmm. And then they put her tiara on her, and she goes up to start giving her speech. And she sees Kermit in the crowd. And she is in love.
Also, lightning bolt time.
Mm-hmm.
Love at first sight between frog and pig.
Yep. So, that means that... So, here's another Return of the Jedi reference. By the way, their kids would be Gamorrean guards.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my.
So that's 2 episodes in a row that we've referenced Return of the
Jedi. we should mention that we talk about Frank Oz. Like, we know Frank
Oz, also
Yoda.
Yeah.
But he is also Miss Piggy.
Yes, he is.
He's also Fozzie.
Yep.
So he's also Dr. Teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and Rolf.
And Waldorf.
And Sam the Eagle. We have not mentioned... And Animal.
Yep. And Animal. He was Animal. So, no, sorry, Dr. Teeth is Jim Henson. Dr. Teeth is also Jim Henson. Sorry. He's we see him as Miss Piggy, Fozzie, and Animal. Mm-hmm. And Sam the Eagle, since we saw him
earlier. We saw him earlier in the movie theater. And we haven't met Rolf yet, but he is the voice of Rolf, or he's the and the puppeteer for Rolf during his song.
Anyway,
that comes up later.
Frank Oz, as we mentioned in our, the lead-in, was so talented. Oh, he is talented. He's not dead.
Yeah.
So talented in the sense that he doesn't work as much anymore.
Yeah.
But he is very talented, and it's very much on display here and in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Well, in Empire and Return of the Jedi, he is not in Star Wars. Because at this time, it just would have been Star Wars. At this time, it was 1979. It was also Star Wars.
He was also in the prequels, and he did his puppeteer work in Phantom Menace.
He did. That is true. Anyway, so Miss Piggy has a song to sing now. She gets her solo.
Yep. Miss Piggy gets her song.
It's a slightly erotic song.
Yeah. But it's also Miss Piggy singing it. So.
Yes. This is erotic in the sense of how she's just dreaming about this potential life with this handsome green frog.
Yes.
She sees him beyond just his frog legs.
Meanwhile,
she sees the whole frog.
Yes. She sees the whole frog. Kermit in his entirety.
His whole frogness.
Yes. And meanwhile, Gonzo and Camilla have broken apart from the group, and they go and so Fozzie goes to an ice cream cart,
ice cream stand, and
that's run by Bob Hope.
Ice cream for his best bro.
Yes. So,
he has known Kermit for probably several days, but the two of them have become best bros.
Yes, they have. So he gets honey ice
Bob
cream
Hope
for him.
is the proprietor of this little ice cream cart.
Yeah. So he orders honey ice cream for himself.
Because he's a bear.
Dragonfly
mint or something.
Yeah, dragonfly pecan or something.
For his best bro.
For his best bro Kermit. And so, Bob Hope gives him the ice cream. And as he's walking back, then we see Gonzo and Camilla talking to Richard Pryor, who has a bunch of balloons.
Richard Pryor sells balloons.
Richard Pryor sells balloons.
And there's 2 color balloons.
Well, there's actually more than 2 color balloons in his bundle. But Gonzo tells Camilla, well, you have a choice to make. You can have red or green.
And Camilla is conflicted.
Yes, Camilla is conflicted. She doesn't know if she wants red or green. And Richard
she's a
Pryor
woman.
I wasn't going to go there, but sure. But Richard Pryor decides, well, why don't you get her both? And because then he's like, because a woman is never as beautiful as when she has both a red balloons and a green balloon.
Yeah. Yeah. Wise man, Richard Pryor.
Mm-hmm. And so Gonzo and Camilla's getting real excited about this.
He's trying to tell him, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Gonzo, he catches on to it, and he's like, you know what? I'll take all of them. I'll take the whole bundle of balloons.
Richard Pryor's like, yes, perfect.
I just sold all my balloons. I can go home early.
Look at this, whatever this creature is.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever Gonzo is.
And so he hands over all the balloons, and Gonzo floats off.
And Camilla's a little bit upset because Gonzo has floated off with her balloons.
Yes.
Not that he's floating off.
No, but he's
it's her
balloons with her balloons
that are going away.
Yeah.
She wants the balloons, not Gonzo.
Well, I mean, she probably wants Gonzo too.
Probably wants
the
Gonzo.
Balloons are the primary want right now, the primary desire. So Kermit and company see Gonzo floating off. So they go and they get in their car and they're chasing him. They're chasing him down the road. They're trying to get to him. And meanwhile, Doc Hopper has caught up with them. And he pulls, so Max is driving and Doc Hopper, he's in the back seat and he pulls a shotgun out. And he is going to aim for the tires. And, you know, so Kermit and Fozzie and Miss Piggy and Camilla are in the car and they are chasing Gonzo. And they're getting shot at. And then Max hits a bump. And Doc Hopper fires the gun. And it pops most of the balloons. And it safely lowers Gonzo down.
It's kind of a classic balloon, like cartoon thing. Shoot the balloon, and they go down.
Yep.
And they go down.
So he gets in the car and they drive off.
Yep. Well, they hit into this billboard of this woman that's got like
a pie
that's
shop.
Right.
There's this woman, this billboard with a pie shop,
and she's got like
she's holding a giant pie. She's holding this giant pie,
like a cream pie.
They run right into this this billboard, and the pie comes flying out of the hand, and it's an actual cream pie, and it splatters all over Doc Hopper's car. It's a giant pie.
And then they drive off. And so they're relieved. And Miss Piggy is still now, they got Gonzo. Yep. She's reflecting everything that happens. And she's seeing Kermit.
Even more in love with Kermit now. She keeps going on and on about how Kermit did such a good job of leading this. Of leading this hunt for Gonzo. Oh, Kirby.
Oh, Kirby. So now she thinks it's a good idea. They should have a dinner together alone.
Yeah.
They need a date night.
And Kermit thinks that sounds nice.
She's not concerned about the other people in the car. We're going to have a date night.
Yep.
Forget them. Forget your bros. Forget Camilla here. We could double date and just say, forget Fozzie. The fifth wheel.
Yep, but nope. She's like, just the two of us. And Kermit's like, that could be nice.
And so they go and they get this nice, and Kermit gets all dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Piggy comes and she's all dressed up.
She's in this evening gown.
And she's like, oh, you got some wine. It's like, oh yeah, I thought it might be nice.
And then the
waiter comes over.
Yeah, the waiter comes over, and it's Steve Martin. And he brings the wine.
It's like, isn't it? And Miss Piggy's like, isn't it nice? He got this wine, and he looks at it like, it's a cheap wine. It's like the finest West Virginia has to offer.
Finest West Virginia has to offer. The finest sparkling wine West Virginia has to offer.
Oh, and the big thing is, champagne. It's like, well, no, actually, it's just sparkling wine.
Mm-hmm.
The finest West Virginia has to offer.
And
Kermit's like, it was 5 cents.
95 cents. It's like, I would imagine I would imagine for 95 cents, it should be good.
And so he gets out his little corkscrew. He pops it up.
It's a bottle cap. He pulls out his bottle opener.
Yes, it's a bottle cap off.
And he's like, would you like to smell the bottle cap?
They're like, And he pours
he
some.
Starts pouring. Like, would you like to taste it?
Taster for both of them. You want to taste it? It's like, he tasted.
And Kermit looks at Piggy because he doesn't know if he's supposed to taste it or not. And he's like, why don't you taste it for us? So Steve Martin takes a sip of the wine, and
right away he's about to spit it out.
He does spit it out. So he just gets this disgusted look on his face and spits the wine out. And he's like, "Oh, it's delicious." So he pours their glasses, and then they ask for straws. And he's like, "Of course you want straws."
That's what I think they do ask for straws. That's right. And then he walks away. And they continue to talk. And finally, Steve Martin comes back. He's like, "Oh, Miss Piggy.
Are you Miss Piggy?" Miss Piggy, are you Miss Piggy? Phone. That's all he says. He's like, phone.
Like she's supposed to know where that is.
Yeah. I mean, he's credited as insolent waiter, and I would say that's probably
he is rather insolent, and he plays him with the insolence that only Steve Martin can give him.
Yeah. And so Miss Piggy goes and runs off to the phone,
and she tells Kermit that she'll be back.
Yeah.
But like a horror movie,
she doesn't come back. So Kermit's sitting there
waiting.
He
just waits. And he finally gets fed up with it, and he goes to the bar. And there's a piano player there, Rolf.
Yes, Rolf. The dog.
And they have a lovely conversation, these two, that have been...
about how he was just stood up on his date. She just walked out on him.
And they have both been let down on dates before.
Mm-hmm. And so they sing the song, "I Hope Something Better Comes Along."
That rhymes, song along.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It does. And Rolf, of course, is also, performed by Frank Oz. And so they sing this nice song about, disappointment with dates and getting stood up and hoping that something better comes along for them.
Unrequited love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It hurts.
Yep.
And they pour their entire being into this duet.
Yep. But
now Kermit has a phone call.
Yes, now Kermit has a phone call. So Steve Martin comes and tells Kermit the Frog, are you Kermit the Frog? Phone. You have a phone call.
Phone. And we quickly realize that Miss Piggy has been pignapped.
Yes. Miss Piggy is the one calling him. And she's been pignapped. By Doc Hopper.
And she's hostage by Doc Hopper. It's like, you've got to meet with me. You want your little pig friend here to be okay? Because I still need you as my spokesperson.
Mm-hmm. So now, Doc Hopper, he is steadily escalating in his crimes to get Kermit to be his spokesperson, his spokesfrog.
He is, in this time period, he has hired a mad scientist played by Mel Brooks.
Yes, a mad scientist played by Mel Brooks. Professor Max Krassman.
To kind of extract some truth and coerce Kermit to be the spokesperson.
Yep.
Right? It's like, don't let Piggy go if he does this. That type of thing.
Yeah.
So,
but Kermit still won't do it.
They have a whole other, like, there's probably like about a dozen guys in there. These heavy guys, his heavies to kind of enforce the rules within this place.
Yeah, and Kermit still won't do it.
Nope.
And Miss Piggy's starting to get fed up.
Yep, because at this point they have attached Kermit to this machine now. They're going to try to force him through the machine now. They're going
to suck away a year of his life. Maybe someday they'll go as high as 5.
That's right. That's what happens, yes. He rejected the easy way.
The easy way. There's an albino with a wheelbarrow and everything.
But Miss Piggy, she's fed up.
Yeah, she's fed up. And so she goes full on Karate Piggy.
And she just starts taking out everybody, all these dudes.
Yep.
And the thing.
And
she gets reunited with.
She beats them all up and then releases Kermie. Oh, Kermie.
Oh my.
So they get out of there and they regroup with everybody else, with Fozzie and Gonzo and Camilla.
Yep. But as they are going along, not long after this, Miss Piggy receives another phone call.
Yes.
And she takes it like at this.
At that, yeah. How do they get the number to that phone? But it's yeah. When Miss Piggy got the phone call at the restaurant, then she thought that it might be her agent calling.
Right. Now it makes sense that the bad guys would know where she was.
Yes.
They were watching them, and so they call the phone. That makes sense, right? Then she gets the phone call shortly after this, and it really is her agent.
It is her agent this time. I don't know how he got this number, but it's her agent.
Got it. Whatever.
And so she's talking real quiet on there. He's like, "Oh, a commercial? Book it."
And then she just casually says goodbye to Kermit and everybody.
Yep. And
they're all off like, what? What? Now, this doesn't make any sense.
What I want to know is, did she just accept the commercial for Doc Hopper's French fried frog legs? We're never told what commercial she's got an audition for.
Skinamax.
A Skinamax commercial?
Why am I going there during the Muppets?
I don't know why you're going there during the Muppets. I mean, it's pretty late when we're recording this, so. I mean, she may not have a problem showing her bacon.
She's a female pig. She does not have bacon.
All pigs have bacon.
Back to the story.
So. Yeah, so she leaves. So,
they're dumbfounded. Like, okay. But they had no choice but to soldier on.
Yep.
And that doesn't happen yet. No. There's a scene at the end of the county fair. We're just gonna call him Jack because we were calling him Jack earlier.
Yeah.
Where he goes through the tent where all these beauty pageant contestants are.
Oh yes, that's right.
And all these girls, like, they're kind of in the bathing suits, and they run out, they kind of scream, and Jack's always like, "Wait for me! Wait for me!"
Yeah. That's right.
Anyhow, okay.
Yeah. Once again, Sweetums. This is his actual name. But yeah, we're calling him Jack because that's what he was called.
But it's, again, the Muppet is actually Sweetums.
Mm-hmm.
We actually don't know what his name actually is in the movie because, again, his job was to jack up
I would
cars.
imagine his name would be Sweetums in the movie because all the other Muppets have their names.
That's true. That's a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah, but we never hear him being called Sweetums.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at one point during their road trip, when they're on the road, they're by a billboard. And
what's that?
There's one point when they're on the they're on the road and they're parked by a billboard and somebody says another thing that's a myth.
Yes.
And Kermit's like, "Oh, actually that's a myth." And then Myth pops out from behind the billboard.
Myth pops out again, like, just randomly.
Yes?
Carol Kane just pops back up in this movie. Like, yes? That's somewhere in this sequence of the events. Yeah. I'm glad he brought that back up because I thought, like, yeah, Carol Kane shows up twice in this movie. She's like the one cameo actually is in 2 scenes.
Yeah.
But because her 2 scene pops up, when she pops up, she has one line. Because she thinks she's being called. So they're driving along. All of a sudden, they see a hitchhiker. And that hitchhiker is Miss Piggy.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty obvious it's Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
It takes them a little bit longer to recognize that it's Miss Piggy, but it's Miss Piggy.
It's Miss Piggy. And so she joins their group again.
And she's so happy to see them again. She's like, "Oh, it's, she's like, oh, Kirby, how are you doing?" It's like, it's been 24 hours. Yeah. Like, what's gone on in those 24 hours?
But anyway, so they're driving on the road and their car breaks down. And they have to make it to Hollywood the next day.
Yes.
Like, they're on a schedule. They need to make it there. The audition is the following day.
It's the following day. And that's the one audition. There's no audition. The following day is tomorrow.
It is tomorrow or never.
It's tomorrow or nothing.
And their car breaks down on the side of the road. So now
Fozzie's all the more like, my uncle's really going to miss his Studebaker.
So they set up a little campsite. They set up a little campfire on the side of the road. They're in the desert.
They're in the desert. It's kind of like the Three Amigos scene.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know if Three Amigos borrowed from this or other other similar like Western movies where you just have like people in random desert scenes.
Yep.
And they're reflecting on this road trip that they have shared together.
And Gonzo, meanwhile, is looking at the stars.
He never just looks at them anymore, but they really are.
They really are beautiful. And so, yeah, he comments on, the vastness of space. And then he starts singing a song. Gonzo gets his own song in this movie.
He does. I love Gonzo.
I do, too. But he starts singing about how he wants to be back out among the stars. It's been so long. Which... Spoiler alert for Muppets from Space. I didn't realize that Gonzo knew that he was an alien at this point in time. I always thought that he discovered that in Muppets from Space. But that was 20 years after this one, because that one came out in 99. But anyway, he's singing this song as if like he knows where he's from.
Right. And again, like there's a line like that happens earlier. It's like, they talk about who they're chasing. Like, I think I don't know what the other guy's like. Is it the long nose? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they can tell the pig, they can tell the frog, they're the bear, they're the chicken, and then
Then there's
God
this guy. What is he? And
But yeah, he has his own little solo.
He has his own little solo. And so at this point in time, it cuts over to Doc Hopper. And he has put together a band of frog killers.
Yes.
He's put a hit out on Kermit.
Even within this band, he has decided to hire
he hires a specialist.
He is a specialist.
He hires a specialist who is a professional frog killer.
And he doesn't have normal ammo. He just shoots out this little trident.
Yeah, he shoots little tridents out of his gun. And so yeah, he's decided that if Kermit is not going to do his commercial, he's going to die. Like that's his choice. You either do the commercial, or you die.
You die. I mean, you're gonna shoot with a trident, or you do the commercial.
Yep. And so, they set out to search for Kermit again. And meanwhile, Fozzie is talking to Kermit. He's like, "So we're not going to make the audition, are we?" And Kermit's like, "Nope, doesn't look like it." Then,
little do they realize,
a bus pulls up. And it is Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. Mm-hmm. It's their tour bus. And they get out, and they invite everybody to ride with them in their bus. And I love this.
Everything is solved.
Kermit and Fozzie are asking them how they knew where they are. And it's like, you left your screenplay. You left your screenplay at the church. We knew exactly where you were.
We forgot Kermit's little discussion with himself, though.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Kermit wandered off from the rest of the group. And he's going on about how this trip hasn't been what he's thought it was going to be.
He feels like he's let everybody down.
Yeah, he feels like he's let everybody down.
But thankfully, his inner self knows how to talk sense.
He basically has his own little Gollum Smeagol moment.
His Gollum moment, yes.
And yeah, so he's frustrated. He's upset. He feels like he's let everybody down. That's not what he wanted to do. He wanted to make people happy. And so he's thinking about just calling this whole thing off. Going back home to the swamp.
Let's call the whole thing off.
But yeah, he
himself, he realized, did you actually promise these people anything?
And he's like, no. So really, the only person I've let down is me. They're all loving this trip. They're all loving this adventure.
And it connects. These people are happy.
Yeah.
I wanted to make people happy.
And if it weren't for me setting out on this journey, none of us would know each other. I wouldn't have all these friends.
I wouldn't have all these new friends. They wouldn't have new friends themselves. They would be just who they were just a few days ago.
Yeah. So?
He's
like, well, maybe we'll keep going. And
what do we have to lose? So, yeah. And like you said, the electric company comes in, and next day they're all going to drive together to Hollywood.
And yeah, Kermit asks if they can make it in time, and Dr. Teeth is like, of course we can.
Because that's the way Dr. Teeth is.
Yep.
He's authoritative.
Yep.
He doesn't mess around.
Yep.
But they're driving, and then we see lights in the mirrors. Right? And they start making jokes about the fuzz. The popo.
Yep. There's a...
And then one says, and then Miss Piggy's like, don't finish that.
And the P.I. Don't finish that. Don't you finish that. And yeah, it's a motorcycle cop. Pulls him over.
It's not actually a motorcycle.
Nope. Pulls him over, and the cop gets off of there, and we find out that it's Max in disguise.
And he has been touched by Kermit's journey himself.
Yes. He hasn't been touched by an angel, but he's touched by Kermit's journey.
Well, Robert Downey might. Oh, not right. No, Robert Downey won't touch it. That'd be all Della Reese.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So he warns them. He tells them that Doc Hopper, he's not pulling his punches anymore. He has hired a professional fraud killer.
And then everyone's like, tells Kermit, like, we should just go. You should go into hiding. He's like, no, I'm not going to hide. And he comes with a plan. And he is
coming up.
Max.
Yeah. Just down the road is
a town.
It's an old ghost town.
He tells Max, tell Doc, I will meet him there at such and such a time.
Mm-hmm.
And they go in, and you can tell it's basically an abandoned place. It's a ghost town.
I love they pull into the ghost town, and there's this horse skeleton.
Yes, there is the horse skeleton. That's
outside the saloon. It's just the skeleton of a horse.
And then as they drive past it,
it just falls to the ground.
Yeah. Thank you. I forgot about that. The song I really like. I gotta make sure we talk about the horse skeleton. When they stop in the center of town, they realize, this is not great. But he's gonna duel here.
Mm-hmm. And so Kermit gets out of the bus, and he tells everybody else to stay there, to stay in the bus. And as he's walking past the bus, Floyd, he's like, everybody's got their heads hanging out the window, and Floyd's like, "Hey, Animal, really? Is it okay if I take Animal for his walk?"
This is important, by the way.
Yes. And so Kermit's like, yeah, sure. So Kermit comes out and he's walking around.
It's like they take Animal for a walk off.
Yes, I love it.
Can we just take this guy Animal for a walk?
He's
late. We don't really know what he is.
Oh, but yeah. So Kermit goes walking around one of the buildings, and you see Beaker
this barrel
pop out. There's this barrel that when he walks by it, like the sides of it open up, and it starts playing music, and lights light up, and it's like squirting water out the top of it. And then you see Beaker pop out of the doorway. Me. And then Dr. Bunsen Honeydew comes out. And he explains what the barrel is. It's like, I see you found our alarm water barrel.
I've always wanted about
a musical water barrel.
Honeydew. Did they design this guy first, and then Jim Henson's like, his head looks like a honeydew?
I don't know.
Or did they just decide to call? Anyway.
And he's one of the few Muppets that has working hands.
Yes. He's a scientist. I would hope the hands work.
Fozzie has working hands. The Swedish Chef has working hands. And by the way, about halfway through the movie, we forgot to talk about the movie stopped. And they're all, it shows everybody back in the movie theater.
That's right. Yes. The real stops.
Yes. And then the projectionist is the Swedish Chef.
Yes.
Who is also voiced by Frank Oz. But yeah, so he's
I love how the way they fit the Swedish Chef into this is not that he's he's just a projectionist.
The flim broke. Flim broke. So
I went to a Halloween party once, like at a bar. The winner of the costume contest was dressed as the Swedish Chef.
That is awesome. That is awesome. The Swedish Chef is one of my favorite Muppets. He's right up there with Statler and Waldorf.
I saw it's like that guy has to win.
Yes.
And he won.
Oh, yeah. He's right up there with Statler and Waldorf for me. I love the Swedish Chef.
Anyhow, yes, I'm glad he brought back up.
He quickly gets the real put back together.
Without him.
Yeah, he quickly gets the real put back together, and they start the movie again.
Yes,
but but when that's happening, then Animal is getting really frustrated. So Floyd tells him to eat another seat cushion.
Yeah. But meanwhile, so he
turns around and takes a chunk out of a seat cushion. But anyway, so yeah, back to the movie.
Kermit walks into Bunsen's and Beaker's little lab, shop, whatever you want to call it.
It's their laboratory.
Yeah.
And Bunsen, he's like, welcome to our laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so there's this jar of these big pills, and they're labeled Instagrow pills.
Mm-hmm.
And
what did those do?
And so he's asking Bunsen about them, and it's like, well, and there's this giant prune on the table. And like, what's that? He's like, that's a giant prune. Like, huh, okay. See, the thing, these pills work great. They just don't last long.
Don't last long.
So I'm trying to perfect them. And meanwhile, Floyd and Animal come walking in. And Animal walks up, and there's this jar of Instagrow pills, and he's just like trying to sneak. He's trying to sneak it off of the table.
Think of, I didn't connect this, and this, I don't think this was in their mind when they were doing season 2, The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Grogu wants to get the eggs.
Yes, exactly.
Anyhow, but yeah, Animal's trying
to like slide this jar off the table without anybody noticing.
Because he's hangry. Animal is hangry here.
Yes. And then some visitors show up to the main road in this ghost town. And it's Doc Hopper and Max and the Frog Killer.
Yep.
And a couple
we
of
have kind of a classic high noon type of show.
And they call out to Kermit, and Kermit comes strolling out. Now he's got cowboy boots with spurs, and he's wearing a cowboy hat. He's coming out for his showdown.
And then he just calls Doc an asshole.
I love how he's standing right in front, like right behind him, a little distance behind him, but behind him is the bus with all the other Muppets in it.
Yes.
So if the Frog Killer misses, he's likely to hit one of them.
Yes. Yeah. They're in a line of fire.
But Kermit decides he's going to try to talk to Doc Hopper.
Yeah, he's going to reason this out.
He's going to try to reason with him. So he says some things, and he's like, so if you're going to kill me, then kill me. And Doc Hopper has a change of heart. He doesn't want the Frog Killer to kill him. Then all of a sudden, this gigantic animal breaks through the roof of this building he's in and just starts roaring.
It's so random. It breaks through all of it and just continues to grow like he's Godzilla.
You just see his head. It's the size of the building.
He's like, yeah.
And that freaks out Doc Hopper and all of his people. They get in their cars and they drive off.
And that's it with them.
Yep, that's it with them. And so now it's time for the Muppets to all get to the audition.
Because, again, the time frame.
Yep, so they get to the studio.
They're not there yet.
They manage to make it to Hollywood. They get to the studio, and they're in the waiting room. The receptionist is Cloris Leachman.
Cloris Leachman, who has an allergy to animal hair.
Mm-hmm. First, they're about to walk right through the door into the producer's office.
And she's like, wait!
And she's like, she hits the button, and shuts the doors and locks them. It's like, you can't do that. You can't just barge in there.
And you're like, we have an audition.
It's like, but you don't have an appointment.
I got the button.
You need an appointment. And
they're willing to wait. It's like, oh, okay, well, how do we talk with him to get an appointment? It's like, that comes through me. Mm-hmm. And, she doesn't do anything. They're willing to wait.
But you're going to have to leave because I'm allergic to animal hair. And they get an idea. There's a fan. And they all stand in front of the fan and blow all their animal hair at her.
Yep.
And she starts sneezing and convulsing. She is in
bad shape.
And finally, she reaches up and she hits the button to open the doors.
And they all walk in, and they're all of a sudden, they slowly, with trepidation,
they approach the desk,
to cross the threshold.
And there's this big desk, and there's a man in the chair, and it's turned the other direction, so they see the back of the chair.
Yes.
And he turns as they approach the desk. He turns in his chair, and it's Orson Welles, the brain himself.
The brain himself.
Pinky's not there, but the brain is.
He wants to know why they are there.
So,
they tell him.
I mean, Orson Welles did not voice the brain, but Maurice LaMarche, who did voice the brain, modeled it after Orson Welles.
Yes.
He modeled the brain.
I knew where you're going.
So, anyway.
And he wants to know why they're there.
Mm-hmm. He wants to know why
What's
they're
their purpose?
And Kermit's like, we saw your ad. We came for fortune and glory. Like Indiana Jones.
He thinks Orson Welles does his thinking.
We came to be rich and famous.
And he keeps thinking. He keeps thinking. And he calls his secretary. Lois Leachman. He's like, and he tells her, prepare the rich and famous.
Prepare the standard rich and famous contract. The standard rich and famous contract. The next thing you know. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go. I'm good to go.
Oh, so next thing we know, they're on a film set.
Yeah.
And they are building the set. We have a rainbow. And we have some trees.
Yes, it looks like very beautiful.
Building the swamp from the beginning of the movie.
That's what it looks like, yes.
And then they all start singing Rainbow Connection. But this time it's not just Kermit singing it.
It's everybody.
Everybody's singing. All the Muppets are singing it.
Everyone!
And they don't get through the whole song before things start going wrong.
Of course.
Because Gonzo has, fake balloons that he's holding on to. He's getting hoisted up on a cable.
And he still needs to feel that rush.
Because, they're making the movie now. They're making the movie that they just lived.
Yes, they lived it. And we watched it.
So you have to have Gonzo flying away with balloons.
Yes.
And so Gonzo's flying with the balloons. And, the rigging kind of goes wrong. And he hits the rainbow. He doesn't taste the rainbow, but he hits the rainbow.
No, it's no Skittles in this movie.
And ends up, knocking it over, and the whole set starts collapsing right in the middle of their song.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay.
It is okay.
Because they made each other happy.
They have.
They all
and they know
fulfilled
that
their
they're
goals.
not going to be eaten by Nazis.
Mm-hmm. That too.
Or defeated by Nazis.
Yep, that too.
Yeah.
That too. And yeah. And then while they're going through all this, the credits start rolling.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's still like the credits are going while the movie's still playing.
Yeah, it's still playing. It's still showing they're talking in this theater.
It's still showing. Yeah, they're talking in the theater, and because we're back to the movie theater part because the movie they're watching is done. So I love it because it's it's just showing them hanging out, chatting in the theater.
Yes, they're chatting.
And then once the credits are done, then the camera is on Animal. He just says, "Go home."
Go home. We forgot the point where they're watching the movie 2 when Jack just crashes through the screen.
Oh yes, that too. Yeah,
it's like I made it.
I made it.
So yeah, I love that little part at the end, which is Animals like the Porky Pig. That's all, folks. Yep. Right?
This is like go home.
Go home.
Movie's over. Go home.
And that's the Muppets.
That's the Muppet movie.
I should say the Muppet movie, not the Muppets.
The Muppets is the show. One. Well, the Muppet Show is the TV show. The Muppets is the movie with Jason Segel and Amy Adams.
The reboot, so to speak.
But
this is the Muppet movie. That is the Muppet movie, and such a joyful movie.
Yes, it is. It really is. I love this movie. I love all the Muppet movies. The Muppets are so great.
We will do more.
It's so hard to find something as wholesome as the Muppets nowadays.
Yes, it is such a unique thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't. It doesn't have. You can use some descriptors, but it's its own thing,
and
you know what it is.
Yeah.
And even beyond that, it's its own thing, but it's also this wholesome thing, and there's not many like wholesome things that can actually reach a broad range of people.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is it.
Yep. Jim Henson nailed it.
He did. Brilliant dude.
Well, Jim Henson and the entire Jim Henson company, and
yes, everyone involved.
Frank Oz and
he established
Richard Hunt and Jerry Nelson and
a group to do all this. Everyone involved should just give themselves a pat on the back.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, but yeah, the Muppets, great stuff. And again, we will do at least another Muppets movie at some point. And we'll know. We'll see when that is.
Yep.
It's not next week though.
Nope. We'll get into what we're doing next week in just a minute. But first, if you enjoy what you're hearing, go ahead and check us out on our social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram and Threads at Rob and Tony's Cinematic Adventure. The and is spelled out. A&D. It's 99% like the name of the podcast. We're also on X or Twitter. That is R&T Cinematic. And you can also check us out on Letterboxd. See some reviews we've done on various movies. Some we've done on the podcast. Some we haven't done. Some we will do. Some we won't do. And you can also send us an email, an electronic mail, at robandtonyscinematicadventure@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And once again, the and is spelled out. A&D. It's 99% like the name of the podcast. And yeah, let us know. Do you love the Muppets? Do you hate the Muppets? I don't know how anybody could hate the Muppets, but
I'm afraid for you if you hate the Muppets.
There might be some of you out there that hate the Muppets, and if you do, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, I am very sorry for you.
And but anyway, what Muppet movies would you like us to do in the future?
What other wholesome movies?
Yes, what other wholesome movies? Not even just Muppet movies, but wholesome movies that we can share with the world. Let us know. We want to hear from you. And so go to our social media, give us a like and a follow, go to your favorite podcasting app, wherever you're listening to us. Subscribe, give us a good rating, a good review. That's how we move up in the rankings and the search and the recommendations, all that stuff, so that we can find more people who love movies and love listening to us ramble on about those movies that we love so much.
We need you.
Yeah.
We do.
need you. And yeah, so next week so every summer we like to put a family movie in there, which
we do. Yes,
we have this going on now. We just talked about the Muppet movie.
Yeah.
But
great family movie.
But
right?
Tony, yes, this is a great family movie, but I'm not done talking about family movies yet.
Okay.
Let's talk about one more.
Okay, tell me more about this.
So, there's a movie that came out when we were kids.
Okay.
It has animals.
Okay. A lot of movies have animals.
It has farm animals, to be specific.
Okay. There are less movies with farm animals. There's still quite a few movies with farm animals.
Specifically, the farm animals that are featured in this are sheep.
Sheep. Okay.
Yes. And there is one particular farm animal that is not a sheep, but he becomes friends with the sheep.
Ooh. Friends with the sheep.
We just talked about a movie with Muppets, one of whom is a pig.
Yes, there is a pig.
And
that we
so let's talk
tonight.
about another movie with a pig.
Okay.
A family movie with a pig.
Family
That's
movie
really
with
that could be one of two movies.
Yeah.
You know, it's either Gordy or it's Babe. And I've only seen Gordy once. I saw that one in the theater. And I don't think it had the impact that Babe had.
I remember Gordy.
Yeah, I remember Gordy, but
I remember it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. Babe, on the other hand, I really enjoyed Babe when I was a kid. That'll do pig.
But yeah, it's been forever since I've seen this, but I'm really glad to do it again.
Yeah. So let's watch Babe, and we can talk about that next week. Yeah. So that's two. You're getting a double dose of family values this summer, folks.
What's summer without good family movies?
You are getting a double dose of good family values.
Yes, you are.
So next week we're going to be talking about Babe, and then we'll get into something else after that. We'll let you know what that is next week. But for now, join us next time for Babe.